You might be wondering why I suddenly stopped fixing oxygen simply because Lime walked the other way. For you to understand, we will have to start from the beginning. Today, I will demonstrate how to carry as a detective. At the start, I noticed Orange instantly rushing to navigation, where many early eliminations happen. While I followed him, I saw Purple doing weapons, which showed me he is cleared. Brown entered navigation with him, so I decided to watch Purple do weapons, since Orange would not end Brown if somebody was watching. Bingo! My theory became reality, and I saw Brown's body laying there. I caught the first imposter, and Orange was out. Now Oxygen was sabotaged, but I decided to not fix it, but rather observe Lime, since he went in the exact opposite direction. I started thinking. My theory was that Lime sabotaged Oxygen in order to force everybody to go and fix it, so that he would have the opportunity to secretly end someone on the other side of the map when nobody would notice. That raised my suspicion of Lime to 80%. I called a meeting and once again shared my theory. However, nobody believed me and some players even voted for me. These players might be the other two imposters, who wanted to get rid of the smart ones first, so my suspicion of Red and Gray raised to 30% each. Now Reactor was sabotaged, so I went to the opposite direction, hoping to catch Lime walking there, which would confirm my suspicion. I had no luck though, and nobody was there. I went to Upper Engine, and saw Banana going into the corner, which is the #1 spot for shapeshifts. This immediately raised my suspicion of him to 60%, since there is no task for crewmates there. Another body was reported, so I used the chance to once again try and convince the others that Lime is an imposter. This time I barely had success and the next imposter was out. The only one that trusted me though was Banana, which reduced my suspicion of him to just 30%. Because it would not make sense for him to vote out his own teammate. Therefore, my three main suspects were now Banana, Red, and Gray. Lights were sabotaged, so I went to fix them. After they were fixed, I caught Gray, eliminating White. Gray was one of the three main suspects, so I now knew he was very likely to be the imposter. However, Banana was the first to accuse Gray, as if he already knew he ended White, while not even being near admin. That means he might have shapeshifted into Gray and eliminated White. After all, he also was one of the main suspects. He apparently was watching cams, but nobody could confirm that. However, I trusted him this one time and voted for Gray. But in the end, most players had no faith in me and I was out. The perfect example of why you should never fully trust your own teammate.